Hi and welcome to this Blueberry Markets video update with me, John Kibler, head currency analyst. In this video we're going to go through the price of gold as price formed a double bottom on the weekly time frame. So we were actually discussing the long-term downward movement potential of gold due to the fact that the Federal Reserve were talking of hiking interest rates more aggressively. That has led to the overall downward moving gold over, I'd say, the sort of duration of this year. However, there has now been different talks. So the reason why the dollar kind of moved significantly lower at the end of last week, if I actually just go into an hourly time frame, and what I'm going to do is just pop on our lines here. And we are on Tuesday today. So this was Friday's movement in here. Now, the reason why we had such an aggressive move to the upside is because actually the Fed were talking about lowering the rate increases. So we're probably not going to see an aggressive hike now. It's probably going to be a less aggressive hike. And even after that, they're going to hike by, let's say they go 75 this meeting, 50 the next 25. That's what I mean. They're going to basically bring down the way in which they raise interest rates. So that's actually caused a lot of dollar selling in the market. And you can see that was Friday. We actually came back and retested an area from Friday today around about the 1642 handle. And price has rallied back to the upside. But if we actually go take a look at the weekly chart, just zoom in. I'll start my analysis on a higher time frame, and you can see here that we came back into those lows which we suggested could happen because of what the market situation was calling for in the market at that point. And we came down into that 1620 handle and we've bounced, and it looks to me like price could now be forming that sort of double bottom pattern, or what we could be getting at least is maybe a price that trades between the 1705 handle and the 1620 handle. And if price was to then trade above 1705, we could see the next move up to $1,800, or if it trades below 1620, we could see a move lower than that. But in the meantime, does that mean price could trade back to the upside? Well, I'm looking at this 4-hour time frame. We can see here that price came into this zone again, that 1642 zone, which we highlighted before. We've taken off from that point. We've come back into, again, another resistance level through here, which is the 1661 handle. And we're starting to stall a little bit. But the nature of this is the market making a higher high, pulling back. Is this our higher low, essentially? And if it is, typically we would get the higher high pattern. Now, I think if we break back above this high then, so the high is actually around about 1670. So if we trade above that, I think then we're going to have some real opportunities to see price come up into the 1705 handle. Now, the 1705 handle, if we look at it from that weekly, is pretty much the neckline or the previous structure point. You can see it's all this sort of price action all down through here. So that would be a logical area to look for price to come into if we were going to see price bouncing from these lows. So keep your eye on gold. We could be forming this little double bottom pattern on the weekly, which could see price drive higher. On the 4-hour, we've got the higher high, higher low pattern. We've recently found support. Price has traded higher. So you may even want to start looking lower now. You might want to go into sort of your hourlies. You can see that we've broken through trend line support here. You may even consider, if price was to come back down towards this area where buyers stepped in, would you find buyers again at that point? Are buyers still going to be active down at this area? That's something that you can ask the question of if price was to come back and retest. So hopefully that made sense. If it did, leave this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the YouTube channel to see some more of our Forex trading content, and I'll speak to you in the next video.